Hey, welcome back, SMSU Mustangs. We are in Laker Nation here at Lakeview, and I am working on your SMSU Art 270 artwork. And this is how to use the Mark Kistler lettering, not the drawings that are due, but for the assignment that is all about the lettering. And the book that we are referencing and using is the Mark Kistler Drawing in 3D. And in chapter 6, there is a whole variety. So drawing letters lessons A to Z. The first part is these lettering styles. There's cloud texture style. There's peeling 3D shadow style, chiseled stone style, super 3D style, and then block 3D style. And he goes through and has written guidelines on how to do that. The next assignment you're going to do from the Mark Kistler book is where you draw from this section, where it is actual pictures. And so this is all of the letter A. You'll notice that B starts with the letters. So on the second Mark Kistler drawing that you do, you are not going to use the letter B, but you are going to use these items right here. So just to point that out, there's a lot of different items. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick and we're going to take your name. You're going to create your name, and we are going to use different lettering styles for that name. So you should have a blending stump. You could have this. You're going to need an eraser. You're going to need a pencil. All right. So my name is John. So just as a reminder, John is 4 letters long. Now, there are 5 lettering styles, so I'm going to add a 5th letter. If you have more than 5 letters, double a letter. But what happens here is this is 1, 2, 3, 4. The space is 5, and then the last letter is 6. So if I divide that in half, 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, line, 1, 2, 3, line. So that means I have to put my N. So I'm going to find the middle, and I could do it this way by folding my paper, making just a little bend. So my N is going to go here. And if you remember, I just am thinking about my letters, so I'm just lightly drawing them in. My H goes here, my O goes here, and my J goes there. John S. All right, so I'm going to start with the first letter, which is, I'm going to go chiseled stone for my J. So it says to draw a line like this. And if I look at chiseled stone is right here. So I'm going to draw my J, and I can actually go to the letter J and see how he does it. So let's just do that. Let's go H-I-J. So G, H, I. So the next one should be, yes, the letter J. So there it is, how to do the J in chiseled stone. So if I draw it like he did, there's my first step. Now I'm going to do that, what I talked about before, where we create a bubble letter. Now I've created my bubble letter. Now he adds corners. And there's going to be corners all around. Everywhere there's a corner on my J, I make a corner on my... Now, what do I do about this curve right here? Well, we don't know. So now he takes and he shades that in. And I like my 6B, so I'm going to use my 6B and see how he shades that in. So what that does is that helps to create, and I'm using my technique. Okay, now I'm going to finish this up in a little bit. He does part of the J right here. But I'm gonna just put a little shadow so I know where the shadow goes. All right. Now I get to do my O. So now I could go to the letter O. There's R, Q, P, O. So what am I going to do with O? I'm going to do the peeling shadow O. All right. So here we go. peeling shadow right here. So I draw he drew a square first as his reference. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. I'm going to draw my circle inside it, and it touches all four corners. Then it gets an inside. Then he creates a shadow that goes off of it, and it goes to the left. Since my shadow is to the left here, I'm going to keep doing that. Notice it's smaller. So I went out, and then I have to have a shadow on this side because I can't, because the shadow's here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it's peeling. That's why. So I'm going to go here. All right. Now, that gets shaded in. And this gets shaded in. All right. So I'm going to pause the video here. Now I got it. Well, I'm not going to pause the video here. I got to do my H. So we go, there's J. So my H goes all the way back. There's gingerbread. There's the H. And I could do my H in. I could do it in super 3D, which means it's up in the air. So what I have to do is I have to draw a box. And he shows you how to do that. He draws two dots. So I'm going to draw two dots, one here and one here. Now, this is getting bigger than I thought. In between, he draws two more dots. And on the video, he shows using his finger to determine where those go. He connects those. And what we're creating is a two-dimensional box. Now I'm going to create the sides that go up. These two have to be the same height. The middle one has to be higher. So it goes up higher. Now I make a line across the top, and I make a line across this. Now I'm going to draw my letter H in, and he does that by drawing two lines that go here. And then he draws two lines that go across the bottom, and they go the same direction as the walls. Okay? Then he puts in two lines there and there. Now he's going to take his eraser and he's going to erase out those spots right there. He's going to erase that, and he's going to erase there. And I will put those lines back in so you can see them. So I have a line that goes here, and I have a line that goes here. And this might take some practice. Okay, now notice there's a line right there, so I got to have a line that follows this one. And then there is a line that comes up here, so that means there's a corner right there. There's my H. Now, the darkest part of my H is he's got it dark inside, so I'm going to make that dark. And then because the sun is probably coming from the top, this will be the next darkest. And then I'm going to make this side get a value too. And there's my H. Notice I had to move my H up. Now I'm going to put my N in. I got to find the letter N. There's R, Q, R. So N. There's L. There's N right there. Now, I could do cloud N. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do cloud N, and I'm going to put my N right here. He draws, and then he draws a line up and a line down. Now, I like leaving my N like that. That's kind of cool. But he's going to make a triangle that comes from here, and he's going to follow that triangle with another one that goes there. Now, he's going to create fuzzy little N's that are little M's or N's that go around. I like to do M's, and I tell the kids to repeat those M's, and you can vary their height and vary their size. And so there's my cloud M. I could make it into a tree if I wanted to. Notice he made the darker parts on the bottom, so because the cloud doesn't get light on the bottom. So he extends that up. There's some darkness there. He puts a little darkness in some spots. I'm going to add a few spots because clouds have darkness in other spots. And I could add a little more dark. If you wanted it to look more like a rain cloud, you could add some rain, make some drops. You could even throw a lightning bolt in. There's my cloud N. Now my S. There's my R. I think I have one lettering style left. That is the block 3. Yep. That's this one that sits on the ground. So the block 3D. So again, I do a shape. I got to create. So I'm going to go 2 dots. And I'm going to put a dot and a dot in the middle. I draw my lines. This is a foreshortened square. My sides go up. They are equal. Then my middle has to go higher. Okay. Then I'm going to complete this by drawing a line there and a line there. Now, I'm going to go with a line here, and I'm going to go with a line here. You can start to see my S already. So now I'm just going to bring a triangle down, and then I'm going to bring a triangle up this way. I could curve it a little more so it's not so sharp. So notice I'm using my eraser, and I'm going to bring that and curve that, and I'm going to curve that there. So now I've got an S. Now I'm going to draw a line that matches this one right here. I'm going to draw a line that matches, I'm going to put a curve right here. So then where this goes, I'm going to put a curve. I'm going to add a little bit, I'm going to add just a guideline right here. What's going to happen is I'm going to get, so from here, there's going to be a spot that comes out and it follows this curve right there. So that's the back of my S. Now I could bring this up and make that a little more round. Okay. Now there's going to be a line that matches this one here. And if I go like this and I round my S, notice this one matches and here. Now I'm going to shade this in so you can see it better. And then you'll see what we have to erase. There's my S starting to take shape. It's going to be dark in here. And it's going to get lighter as it goes up. And it might be dark there. And it gets lighter as it goes there. All right. So now I can take my eraser. And I can erase out that. Erase that one. Erase that one. Erase that one. All right. So now there's my name. Just has to be cleaned up. It's been done in Mark Kistler Lettering. And that is my name. Oops. I should get it so you can see it.